You're eating relatively clean, you're exercising, you're trying, but your belly fat won't budge. And what if the problem isn't your diet at all? What if it's stress? You wake up already tired. Your phone is buzzing, your mind is racing before your feet even touch the floor. By the time the day ends, you feel drained, but somehow still wired. And slowly, almost subtly, your midsection starts to change. Not dramatically, not overnight, but enough that you notice. Here's the part most people miss. Your body does not store fat randomly. It stores fat strategically, based on hormonal signals. And the primary signal driving stress-related belly fat is a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is not the enemy. It's a survival hormone. It helps you respond to threats by raising blood sugar, increasing alertness, and mobilizing energy so you can deal with danger. The problem? Your biology cannot tell the difference between escaping a physical threat and answering emails at 11 p.m. To your brain, stress is stress. So when stress becomes chronic from work pressure, financial worries, poor sleep, and constant notifications, cortisol stays elevated longer than it was designed to. And that's where belly fat enters the picture. Cortisol raises your blood sugar. High blood sugar results in production of more insulin, and insulin's job is to store energy. Abdominal fat cells are particularly sensitive to cortisol and insulin signaling. They have more cortisol receptors than many other areas of the body. Which means under repeated stress, your body is biologically more likely to store fat around your midsection. This happens not because you lack discipline, but because your internal chemistry is prioritizing survival. Think about your most stressful weeks. You probably noticed worse sleep, more food cravings, less patience and bloating. That's not coincidence. Elevated cortisol disrupts sleep. Poor sleep raises cortisol further. Cortisol influences appetite hormones like ghrelin and leptin. Cravings increase. Recovery decreases. It becomes a loop where stress increases fat storage signals. And fat gain creates more stress. And people assume they need more willpower to lose fat, when in reality, they are stuck in a loop encouraging fat gain. 4 ways to lower stress-driven belly fat. First, stabilize blood sugar. The first step to losing stress-driven belly fat isn't by extreme dieting. It's by stabilizing your biology, and stabilizing blood sugar comes first. As unstable blood sugar amplifies cortisol, simple shifts like eating protein in the morning within 60 to 90 minutes of waking, pairing carbs with protein and fats, and avoiding consuming caffeine on an empty stomach if highly stressed can significantly reduce stress reactivity. When blood sugar is stable, cortisol spikes reduce. Second, improve sleep quality, not just duration. Poor sleep can increase cortisol levels. It's not just about sleeping longer, it's about sleeping consistently. Focus on keeping a consistent sleep schedule, that is going to bed at the same time daily, reducing bright light at night, cooling the room slightly before bed, and elimination of intense mental stimulation right before bed. Third, reduce invisible stress. Not all stress is dramatic. The subtle, constant kind of stress from notifications, multitasking, doom scrolling, overcommitting, and news overload accumulates and disrupt your nervous system. Practicing habits like taking walks after meals, slow nasal breathing, and having short periods of quiet without stimulation helps build nervous system recovery. Your body needs signals of safety before it releases stored energy, in this case fat. Lastly, don't over-exercise. Exercise, especially resistant training, is powerful in weight loss. But excessive high-intensity training while already stressed is read by your body as more stress. This further worsens your cortisol levels. Engaging in strength training 3 to 4 times weekly, low-intensity movement like walking daily are better exercise routines. Also, having rest days should be prioritized. Fat loss happens in a regulated system, not a chaotic one. Belly fat influenced by chronic stress is not a personal failure. It's protective adaptation. Your body is choosing survival over aesthetics. The goal here isn't more discipline. It's better regulation. When stress normalizes, hormones recalibrate and fat storage patterns shift. Fat loss is not just about eating less. In our next video, we'll discuss how stress can affect your brain and cause it to mistake emotional discomfort for physical hunger. Want to understand your mind and body better? Subscribe to Neurokind and turn on notifications so you never miss insights that help you think better, feel better, and live healthier.